to Pica Poco Kitchen. Today we're making homemade mazapanes, peanut butter jelly, and chocolate. Vámonos! I was thinking of making maybe something romantic for Valentine's, but to be honest, it doesn't feel like it, does it? And that got me thinking of how we celebrate the holiday in Mexico. For starters, the name of the day is Día del Amor y la Amistad, which translates to Day of Love and Friendship. And I think we could all do good with that. So that got me thinking of making something sweet for you to share with the ones you love. Mazapanes were born a long time ago, around the 1200s, with Egyptian and Arabic influence in the San Clemente convent in Toledo in Europe. Yes, the nuns knocking at a door again. It made its way to Mexico and it was fairly popular. It later suffered a little transformation to make it more affordable, switching almonds for peanuts and sugar, and that was it. It was until the 1950s that a family, the Garcia, made it out for everybody, creating a system where they would make them and packaging for mass production, which was named at the time Conitas, but now we know as the famous Mazapanes De la Rosa, which you can actually easily find in your regular supermarket at the international aisle. But they are very simple to make and easily adjustable. So I have that for you today. Let's get to it. It couldn't be simpler than this. We're gonna start with 200 grams of peanuts, which are a little bit less than 8 ounces. I went for unsalted roasted peanuts. And we're gonna take them to the food processor to grind. You're gonna grind until they look more or less like a coarse salt, like this. And you don't have to do that, be careful with your fingers. To that, I'm gonna add 100 grams of powdered sugar. So as you can see, the ratio is 2 to 1, so you can make whatever adjustments you need. I'm also gonna add just a pinch of salt, and I'm gonna take it back to the grinder. You're gonna need a spatula to scrape the sides of your bowl because it tends to stick. So you wanna make sure that everything is well combined and you get a fine powder that clumps up when pressed, just like that. For the flavors, I'll divide my peanut mix into 3 portions. I'm gonna set aside 2 smaller portions of just a little bit more than 1/4 of a cup. For the peanut butter jelly flavor, I'm gonna take 1/2 cup of freeze-dried strawberries and take it to the blender. I'm gonna sift whatever I get, and I'm gonna take those bigger pieces back into the blender and sift them again until I get a nice rosy powder just like this. I'm gonna mix it with one of the smaller batches of peanuts and mix that well. And for the chocolate flavor, I'm just gonna add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder to the other small peanut batch and mix that. If you want to make sure that your flavor mixes are well combined, you can even take them back into the blender. To shape your mazapanes, you're gonna need a cookie cutter. I'm using a round 2-inch cookie cutter. You can use other shapes, but the more intricate your shapes, the harder it will be to handle. I'm gonna add some of the mix of my sugar and peanut, and then press firmly down with a little shot glass that has a flat bottom. If you have something that fits exactly into your cookie cutter, that would be even better. Carefully lift the cookie cutter while gently pushing down the mazapan. They are extremely fragile, as I was reminded right here when I tried to lift it. And since I'm planning to wrap them, I needed to think of a better strategy. But don't worry, we can start over. So if you're planning to wrap them just like me, a better way to do it would be to shape them right on top of the paper. To wrap them up, I'm using tissue paper. Is there out there a probably better paper? Yeah, most likely. Do I care? I really don't. And obviously, I didn't pay much attention to the weird shaped gift wrapping videos on the internet, but I tried my best. So if you really want to do a good job, go watch those. If not, well, here's what I did, and I hope it helps somehow. For my 2-inch mazapanes, I am using a 6x6 square of the paper. But as you can see, once again, I don't know what I'm doing, so just go check that out and good luck. And to lock the paper down, I will be using a cutesy heart sticker. So you can get creative. And there you go. The next one will be peanut and chocolate. So I have a base of the peanut and then I'm gonna add the chocolate flavor on top. I find that if you compact them together while the powders are loose, they will adhere to each other better. But you won't get such a clean line unless you're extremely careful. But I really wasn't worried about it. And I'll show you how mine look on the side. As you can see, they're not very even, but I wasn't worried about that at all. So let's wrap it up, get the sticker going, and move on. And for the peanut butter jelly, I have a base of peanut and now my strawberry topping. Let's press that down. And before I wrap it up, I want you to see how beautiful color we got with the strawberries. Super pink. It smells delicious. It looks pretty. I'm really excited about this one. With this recipe, I was able to make 12 pieces, so adjust accordingly. And here we have them. Wrap them or just share them however you want, but share them with your friends because that's the whole point. So we have the strawberry, the chocolate, the mix. I had a chance to make one strawberry chocolate too, why not? But why don't we give them a try? I've already had the traditional one 1,000 times, and I think I'm going strawberry because I love strawberry. Now these ones are already unwrapped, but there is a little challenge for people to try and open the La Rosa mazapanes without breaking them, which is very difficult. I have never been able to do it. In fact, just wrapping these ones, I was trying my best not to break them, but they are very crumbly. So let's see how this one tastes. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not the biggest fan of peanut butter or peanut butter jelly or peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I'm not a big peanut butter person. I know, I know. Everybody looks at me funny when I say that, but I just didn't grow up with them. However, I sometimes crave peanut butter, and I do like it with jelly. It tastes just like that. Just like that. It is very good. I am very happy I went on for the strawberries because, oh, they're good. Mm. And as you can see, they're very simple to make. Let me know in the comments which creative combinations you came up with. I would love to know about that. But for now, please tell the ones you love them. Hold on to your community. Help your neighbors. Stick together. Stay safe. Do something pretty, something kind, and be good. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, just like this video. And if you did, please share it with your friends. Like, subscribe, and be notified. And for more, follow me on the socials. Adios, amigues.